Wait a minute. I think I'm live. Am I live? Yeah, that sounded like an idiot. No, I found it. So I must actually go live. Yeah. On the studio. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, wait. So what do you see on my side? Do you see my screen? Myself. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Don't worry, I'll send you a signal now. Send you a signal. Aware. Thanks, Mo. Like audio's echoing. Okay, let's see. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, it's my first time using this. So I am still learning. So please be with me. For instance, right now I can't find my sound settings. Now this is really odd. Because could you confirm, guys? How does the sound? Good? Does it sound good? Or is it still echoing? Yani finally got a mission. Beat myself Streamlabs. Okay. Only weird thing is for some reason I can't get back to that page I was on my sound. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I had Mo quickly let me know there. I had these two sound options on Streamlabs. So it's the desktop audio and your mic audio. Should I both of them or only the mic? Yo, E.T. Welcome. Sorry, we just trying to figure this out. I am watching this on the so there's nothing as yet, but we will run through a few things. Don't worry. Okay, so I muted the stop audio, and I only left the mic open. So is it still echoing or is it better now? I'm actually an idiot. I have a phone. I can go check. Yo, 20 minutes waste today. But don't worry, guys. Once I have to figure it out, it won't happen again. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, this is so insane. Okay, mic is muted. Mic is muted. Okay, mic is muted. So I don't know if you guys can hear me. Lady there at the back. yo. Let me see. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what could be the reason for echoing. Sorry guys, figure the sound thing out here quickly. I think I might have found what the problem was. Let's see now quickly. Mostly. Yes.
I can hear you. Oh, yeah, I can hear you. But sorry, we can't hear you on the screen, brother. I think you muted everything.
Okay, because I saw there were other things also picking up sound, but I'm going through it now.
Yeah. So
Um,
keep going. Let you all confirm if you can hear you, because I can only hear you on the phone call. Let you tell me if you can hear Jeff.
okay, because so I muted the PC, muted some output, muted the media file and the webcam. So
Yeah. Okay. No, no. Listen, you're fine.
okay, perfect.
You are on.
Perfect. Thanks Mo. Thanks Laik. Appreciate it.
Sure.
Love you guys.
Cheers, man.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Finally guys. Sure. Okay, now here's the other thing. We don't have sound for the stream. Not sound, we don't have music for the stream. So I don't know how that's gonna work now. Because I don't want us to have more sound problems now. But okay, let's quickly run through a few things. Once we know what we're looking at, and then while we're waiting for a setup, we can maybe figure out how to add some music here. And then if there's any sound problems, at least like we have an outlook, and then we see from there basically. But other than that, how are you guys doing? Did you guys take any trades today? And yeah, how was your week so far? So I'm gonna start off with Crash 500. Just be mindful also here guys that trading views derivative is a bit slower than the normal trading views, so please also just bear with me with that. So initially we can see over here that price has been bearish all this time on Crash since basically August last year. Price has been moving towards the downside and being bearish. So initially we're going to continue looking to target these weak lows, but I have a rule that I follow. I only buy Crash and I only sell boom. So we will look to basically look for short-term long opportunities as we go through it. I just want to add a few things on here so I can go full screen. Okay, I think we're good. So from there basically we can see price is forming breaks of structure. So initially this is that first point where price broke through, leaving us with this supply zone. Oh, I forgot to add this. That is odd. There we go. So initially break of structure and price left us with this supply zone over here, and as you can see when price got to this level, price basically broke through that zone, disrespecting that point, forming a higher high. That higher high then led to price leaving us with a demand zone. So demand took internal control from this point, leaving us with this point over here. Now the only thing I don't trust about this is the fact that we've been seeing Crash trade at this level. Well, the first time they rejected here was on the 27th of May and then literally on the 3rd of June, and this level has just been holding. So if you go on a daily, you'll actually see, let me do it this way, if you go on a line chart, you'll actually see the support that was left over here at this point. So price has been having a very hard time breaking through this level. However, my only concern is I don't like the fact that price is just playing around here, because price could easily just break through this point and then continue pushing towards the downside. But initially, before I want to see price push down, I need to see supply take control. So we have the supply zone over here. So initially I want to see crash move all to the upside before seeing that move back down. And with that said, let's quickly flip a bit into the internal time frame. Also, my other concern with this is price is technically consolidating with these highs being left over here. So that's the high of the month, and then we basically have what you might call this double or triple top, depending on how you would analyze it. So you can either see it as a triple or double top. And that could potentially also be a target for price, because initially the people who are selling crash over here, they don't want to see price continue towards those levels. But as we continue going through these live streams, basically you guys will see how I actually trade crash and boom. It's the same method that I basically teach my clients, but the psychology and the approach towards these pairs are slightly different, because the Riv is the market maker and they obviously see something on the other side that we don't. Let me flip back to the 50-minute chart there real quick. So now if we follow the internal structure over here, we can see that clearly from this level price has been bullish and price is failing to take out these lows. So if you look at it from this point, there was a low, a high was set, so low, high, higher low, sorry, high, low, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, leaving us with that highest point over here. And when this highest point over here at this level was formed, this point right over there, we can see that the low at this level never actually took out this low over here. So that is also why I'm kind of bullish on the pair. Okay, so go a bit forward into this. 25th was on Tuesday, so Monday, sorry, I just have to double check that. Let me grab my calendar. So yeah, Monday was on the 24th. So if we look at my weekly structure method, the price breaking below the level, so on the 4-hour we're definitely looking for longs. Let's map out our Asian range. The only downside of using this platform is the fact that we actually can't add indicators or anything like that, but hopefully over time the Riv will actually get this shit together and make sure that we can actually log into accounts here and save analysis. So I'm actually going to have quite a few tabs open on this. Initially, we can see over here as well, break below the Asian session. And what do we have here for London? We basically have this double bottom. So I would actually love to see price come take out this low before we can start looking for longs. And with that said, we can see price broke structure at this level and leaving us with this demand zone over here. So like I said, as long as price is above this level, I'll be good with it. And initially, like I said, I only buy crash, and let me show you guys why. If you go to the 1 minute, this is how these charts look. So as you can see, these spikes occur randomly. So this is crash 1000. What is the exact reasoning behind it again? So basically, on average, one drop occurs on a series of every 1,000 ticks. So every 1,000 ticks, basically, you will randomly have a spike towards the downside. But what can we pick up from this? After each spike, we can see a slow move towards the upside, and this is why I only buy crash, because I know that if I wait for price to come to the perfect point, once it taps into that level, like for a good example, I caught quite a few trades throughout the week. Once they tap, for instance, you don't want to see them come back anyway anyhow. So with that said, this wick over here, we'll see how far price does drop, because the thing is, we can mark out this level to enter at this point, but because there's a spike that comes, that spike could easily spike and close here, and that's where my entry will be. So I can't say exactly, but I do have a range where I would start looking for a setup. So I want to see crash trade all the way down before it we can look for longs. Let me actually close my buys on crash, because I don't want to get stopped out at break even for that. Okay, so that is basically crash 1000, and then let's move on to another pair, crash 500. And while I'm also at it, I'm also realizing today I need another screen because I have to switch between screens basically to check what the chat's saying. So basically, let's first of all, I want to thank you guys for being here. I'm actually really rude for just diving into things, but we do have an outlook for one potential trade, so that could be coming in within the next half an hour. But I just want to see who's here. So Stainsburg, welcome. Laik, Mo, the two main guys at the office, my two brothers. I love you guys. Thank you. And then we have Lyndon here. Awesome. Nazim, Slushy, Iti, Mastery Manifest, Ridwan, Nazim. Okay, I did say that. And yeah, awesome, man. Awesome. Gunter. Okay, I will look at Step. I will look at Step. Moski, when I get more comfortable, maybe I will do a rap. I don't know. Welcome. And then also I will be doing a giveaway once we reach 1,000 subscribers. So guys, please share the link with your fellow traders, friends, family, side chicks, exes, and let's get my channel to 1,000 subscribers so I can monetize and then also eventually start doing some nice giveaways. I feel like I've done a lot for the community in the sense of the free stuff, but it's not always valued, so that's the one thing I can ask from you guys. Okay, so also here we can see on Crash 500 price basically was bearish all this time, and then price came into this demand over here. Okay, price didn't actually come into this demand over here. Look at this, price almost came to this point but it missed it, so that is still something on the table for us. But initially looking at this level over here as liquidity, seeing this as a potential sweep, we can see the internal structure. So lower low, there we have a change of character, price then flipping with this demand. I think this is not a trade I caught, but initially we can see over there break of structure, price beautiful order flow, actually beautiful order flow. Further break of structure over here, leaving us with this further demand at this point. So this is the only unmitigated point so far where price has not yet tapped into. So I would actually want to see Crash 500 trade down a bit more, and also similarly we'll see over here nice little double bottom, trying to see price take out, and then we'll basically, if price gets to this point, we will literally look to hold this for a very long time. Just quickly go and refine these levels to find an extreme point for us to actually get into this position. So what I'm actually going to do here is mark out the last 3 bullish candles, so 1 2 3, and then I'll also mark out the fair value point on this zone. And let's see what else correlates with us over here. We also have an institutional point of 4,300, and yeah, that's basically the move. So initially want to see price, now we're gonna get in at this point. Usually on these spaces I use a 20 pip stop, so literally stop will be somewhere right around there. Like I said also guys, it all depends on where price spikes into this level. If this spike comes down and it's slightly at this point, that's where my entry will be, and I will literally just be using a 20 pip stop rule. So that's initially the point we'll look at, and this could be a potential 1 to 22 random, but obviously we will take partials as we go along, or initially depending on your trading plan you can take your profit, look for retracements and capitalize on that as time goes on. Okay, so let's just put this on the 1 hour so it's nice and clean, and we'll patiently wait for price to trade down into these levels. So we'll wait for price to basically follow this order flow. Here's the supply, wait for price to tap that level and then continue pushing down. Let's move on to our next pair. Okay, someone asked to look at Step. So Step initially also you can see huge bearish trend, so I actually want to continue targeting these weak lows. So we can see also over here price trading below this point, forming that break of structure, price leaving us with the supply zone over here, and price giving us that reaction towards the downside. So let's flip to the 4 hour real quick. There we had the supply zone, price tapped into it. My only concern about this over here is when price basically came down, we mitigated this level, basically leaving us with this point of liquidity over here, and then this is initially also a point where I looked at with Tammy, if I'm not mistaken. This is on the 4-hour here. So this was Sunday. Yes, Sunday. Me and Tammy looked at this trade. So it's actually a demand zone over here which has not been mitigated. Oh, no, it has been mitigated. It has been mitigated, but we are waiting for price to trade back up towards our point of interest. So there's that tap in. Price respected that zone. So now the question is this now the point where step will basically reverse? Because if we look at it from this low over here, this low which was formed on the daily, which I referred to, that could be the point where price could start reversing. So initially from here, looking at the structure, I'll just mark out this wick, and once step comes into this area, I will start looking for a reversal to see price continue pushing towards the upside. And as you can see, price is currently following that beautiful order flow, forming higher highs and higher lows. So here was that last break of structure over here at this point, leaving us with this demand zone over here. And currently you can see some nice engineered liquidity by the Riv. They're doing their thing here as the market maker. Okay, so there we can see that tap in. So initially over here, I want to see price. So okay, quick one. High, price made a higher high over here at this point as well. Price failed to hold this demand zone, so there was some sort of supply zone formed over here, and this makes sense why price started moving towards the downside. But now the thing is, if you want to look at it from that point, from the internal perspective, this has been mitigated, so this is a very risky point of interest over here. I just quickly flip the 4-hour just to see if there's anything we can refer back to. Oh, so it definitely is. There's a supply zone over here. So 1, 2, 3. I'll mark out that point and fair value. So this is interesting. Price has not yet tapped into this level, so we could potentially see sales coming in for us to continue targeting those weak lows, and initially also because we want to see price mitigate these levels before pushing towards the upside. So let's see what price did so far on the day. So Asian highs has been swept, Asian low unswept, so this is definitely something that could be on the table for us. I want to see price move into the supply zone before we can look for some shorts towards the downside here on step. And on step, this is very volatile pair, so I don't want to use a stop loss more into 35 pips on here. So initially that is something we will see what we can get. Okay, that is the two crash 1000, crash 300. Let's just quickly get back to the chat here. We'll always be supporting everything you do, Jevy. The boys will always be here for you. Thank you, Slash. I really appreciate it. Yes, Jevo Slash is right way to support you. Curtis, lovely man. Good to see you here, my man. Good to see you here. Vadia, welcome, and thank you. Okay, let's move on. Is there anything else you guys want me to look at specifically? I'm more a crash and boom guy, so I keep it very simple. I'm actually in a very nice sell on boom 500. So let's see if we can capitalize on that as well. Let's quickly look at it. So a nice bearish trend Last night we had a nice break of structure over here at this level. I'm in the cells on boom from so basically I am in risk free on this trade on the 4 hour, and I'm targeting this low over here. So initially from there we can see break of structure, price leaders with the supply zone over here. I'll see this as liquidity. Okay, so 15-minute chart. So just to remove this for much more cleaner zone. So here's that liquidity, nice stop hunt, and initially from here, just mark it out like this. I want to see boom trade into this level so we can look for a short. And I'm gonna full port my account. And I'm just joking. I'm not gonna full port the account. We don't full port around here. We use proper risk management. So also same thing over here. Asian high, Asian low untested. So that is the zone which we're targeting. That Asian lows. And yeah, so also same thing over here. You'll see why I only sell boom is because random spikes that occur pushing to the upside. So I know once we have all this push, it has to come down. So that is literally my approach, very psychological. And this is for those who don't know, actually this is actually how I became very profitable with my strategy with some synthetics, because they're not affected by real world things. Literally the river is the market maker. Tammy asked me to look at gold. Tammy asked me to check gold today 3:30. Sorry, I just wanna send the link out to everyone because I actually realized what happened earlier. But let me know if there's anything specific you guys want me to look at regarding the synthetics maybe. Nkubili, welcome. Francois, welcome. Who else did I miss? Jason, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Bro, the spreads are insane on Arnu. The spreads are insane on synthetics, bro. The literally like if I can give you Boss Bobby, welcome. Stainsburg. Yeah, guys, please like the stream. I would really appreciate it. It would really mean the world to me. So if I can give you an idea how big the spreads are on these pairs, quickly just want to see what Tammy said. Yeah, Tammy's pair. So that was 2:30. Tammy's onto something, yeah. Okay, I see what he was doing. Okay, I see. Liquidity sweep, turtle soup. You know, guys, I've been looking into that turtle soup strategy, and I must say, it's actually not a bad strategy. This is gold today on turtle soup. So you would have missed the liquidity here. There was no setup. Yeah, there was no setup. Only now we can see the move actually coming in. But it hasn't confirmed yet. That's the only thing. So tell me if you are here. I'd want to see them. I want to see them break below this level and then retrace before I can short it. But I'm back on synthetics now, so I won't be trading a lot of other pairs. Boom 300, there might be something. Crash 300, I'm not gonna look at. Crash 300 has moved over 2,000 pips the past few weeks, so there's no reason for me to even waste my time looking at it. I'd have to wait for retracements over the next few days. Okay, let's see. Okay, so boom 500. Interesting. You guys see that? You guys see that little spike that occurred here now? Let's go see how big it was. Not that big, not that big. But initially on this as well, I'm gonna wait for price to get into this level before we can look for shorts. So still gonna stick with this zone over here and wait for price to tap into those levels. And then on this, we'll probably target that point. It's a bit more volatile on this pair, so we'll go for like a 25 up stop, and we'll do the same thing over here. We'll just target this low all the way down here and just hold it. So let's see. What other pairs do we have? Okay, we have a few things we're looking at now. So, oh yeah, I don't know, I forgot to actually mention that now. The spreads on these pairs, like on boom 300 for instance, if you go to your boom 300 chart, your spread will be like this big. Remember, this is the 1 minute. The spread will be about this big. Probably that big on the 1 minute. So if you enter, you're immediately going to profit. Because the thing is that, like I said, the rev is the market maker. They don't need to add big spreads, because the amount of people that lose money in the synthetics is insane. Let's get back here to the chat quickly. Boss Bobby, did you miss anything? Take a break for 1 week in the new stream. No, I didn't miss anything. I'm just basically going solo now. That's the only difference. Andile, Jeff with the fire signs. Gunther, boom 300. Yeah, so I did mark it out. I think you did see it. Sam, welcome. Okay. So while we are here now, guys, let's see if we can get some music in here. Let's see if we can get some music in here. Didn't it download? now, so it didn't download. Okay, let me try doing it again. Let's hope we can. Let's hope this downloads pretty fast, and let's hope I can actually get music loading in here. Uncle Billy, Rafael, welcome. Thank you for being here. Always appreciate you, my man. Always appreciate you. Uncle Billy, yes, I mainly focus on synthetics, so I was actually banned from the Riv, and the reason why that happened was like I just used to milk them, and one day they basically disabled my withdrawal. So let me actually show you guys something here. Let me show you guys something. Let me see if I can find it. Shit, this is so long ago, man. So it actually happened around this period. I'd never forget it, because this is the first time I made 100,000 in 1 month. Okay, that's a bit too far back. Just want to show you guys what happened with the Riv. So look here, this is my deposit, $21. $21. Look at the profit made. This was in a week. So imagine doing this constantly, over and over and over and over again. And then this is literally, so check the date. This is the 13th of August, right? The withdrawal has been made. This is still running in profit the same day from that $20 deposit. Withdraw money, and same account. Okay, I had a bit of drawdown there, I think. So you'll also see here basically the account does go down in balance, but as long as my equity is up, that is my main thing. So as you can see, they're over well. I just want to show you guys. Look at this, $90 to $500 and $100 to $600, trading crash and boom. $600 profit. This was my biggest days, like literally like 13k days. And then where is it? Yeah, you guys get the point. I used to milk these people. But now that we are, so yeah, this is basically from $20, guys, from $20. But yeah, crash and boom, my babies. There's a few pairs that's not on here, which is range break. So We unfortunately can't analyze them. Here's the only other thing also, guys, about these streams now, trading synthetics. We're gonna wait some time, sometimes, for the setups to actually appear. But like I'm talking about, like, we're gonna be holding trades for a day, two, sometimes for days, and it's very very chilled trading on the river, if I put it that way, because there's so many pairs you can trade. There's they move so many pips, and you can have so many setups in one day as well. So this is why I really love them. Okay, so let's see what other pairs we have here. So boom, 500 heading towards the upside. Oh yeah, we're looking at this jump index. And it is odd, the fact that I tapped in there. Asian lows untested, so that's definitely something I would target. Okay, price still holding this demand zone over here, so can't do anything over here as yet. So only once we have closures below this level, I start looking for something. But maybe let's start the stream off with a bang. Let's look at V75. Let's see if we grow or blow. No, I'm just joking, guys. It's not that volatile. It's not that volatile. So clearly bearish on trend. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. The question is, why is the derivative stock falling? Why is the V75 stock falling? I don't think people can afford to trade V75 anymore. Why is this thing doing this? Like, it's odd. Okay, I'm gonna try and download it again in a second. So that was the liquidity. This was the supply. Sure. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Supply zone hit. Change of character. Back in the Asian range. Asian range and Asian lows untested. Juicy stuff. Juicy stuff. Now I have to be very careful here on our point of interest. This is very, very, very interesting. Maybe here we can get something. Maybe over here. Yeah, I haven't traded this in so long. How do you even count pips on here again? Okay, we will just have to wait and see when the time comes. Lyndon, thanks man, appreciate it. There's still a lot of things gonna happen on the stream. So I'm just gonna stream either from home or from the office. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow tomorrow I have to stream from a different PC, so hopefully we don't have the same problems. Neil, welcome man. Mark, I'm good man, I'm good. I actually just, yeah, I don't want to talk about it, to be honest. I don't want to talk about what happened to myself the last 2 days. It's just something personal. I wanna overcome it first before I talk about it publicly. And the reason for that is collective consciousness. I don't want people to manifest shit that I don't want. But yeah, other than that, I'm good, man. I'm good. I always love you guys. Fitnatics, it's Z. So also guys, so basically Z, what he says there, hey Jeff, it's Z, my derivative account won't let me use lots under 2 full lots. Is there a reason for this, or is the account you opened? So a quick one on that. Remember, when you open an account with derivative, there's a specific account for this, for the synthetic accounts, which is the derived account or the derived account, however you wanna say it. So each pair also has their own unique lot size. The smallest lot size you can use on crash and boom is 0.20 lots, but on boom 300 and crash 300, the smallest lot size you can use is 1 lot. So there's certain things I do, for instance, to overcome this. So for instance, let's say for instance my minimum lot size, let's say I wanna trade boom or crash 500, right, with 20 pip stop, which will equal $20, which will basically equal $20. But now, what if you don't have $20 to basically risk on your account? Then what I do with that 1 lot basically is I simply open a, like, let's now say for instance I only want to use 0.10 lot size, but I only can trade 1 lot. I open 1.1 pip stop. Sorry, a 1.1 lot. This will mean my risk will now become $21. Then the moment I enter that trade, the moment I entered, I do a partial close and I close 1 full lot. Then my lot size basically becomes that, and then my risk only stays $1. So this is why I say, like, if you want to learn to trade synthetics, come to me, let's talk. I had to learn this the hard way with synthetics, not understanding the lot sizes, not understanding how to count the pips, not understanding which pairs go through your stop loss and which don't. I had to figure out on my own, like, how to overcome these limitations that they put in the accounts in order for us to not trade a certain way. And you know, it's in the end it's business. We can't blame them for doing that. I mean, they have a market that they run, and they are the market maker. They set the conditions. If we don't want to trade with them, like, you know, exact thing, like that thing of we don't have to trade with them. So the best thing we can do is basically find their weaknesses and exploit them, you know. So that's what I do basically on that smallest lot sizes. But this, for a good example, for instance, then if you want to trade V75 this pair, the smallest lot size you can use is 0.001. Yeah, you heard me right. The smallest lot size you can use is 0.001. And this lot size, this little lot size, this little lot size will still be more volatile than most currency pairs. You know, so synthetics is something different. I really love it. Hey Jarian, yeah, but if you want to join the stream, you have to give the people some signals. You have to give them some signals. You know, being on my own stream, I'm really so tempted to start taking shots. But no, let's not. Let's choose peace. Let's choose peace. This is really insane, man. This is really insane. We've only been live for 52 minutes, and brokers already wanna sign us up with deals, and it's like, no, we don't wanna work with other brokers. This is really insane. Not even an hour, and people already want to set up meetings for us to move over to another broker. That's really insane. Guys, I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back. Actually, before I go, we do have an hour more or less left. I don't know. I might just stream till 5:30. Let's hope I can. Sorry, I want to get some music in the background, man. But I don't know, man. It's for some reason I don't know why this thing isn't downloading. So I'm thinking maybe it's the length of it.
Looking to optimize your trading speed and efficiency? Look no further than Interactive Broker's powerful suite of trade.
Is there anyone of you guys here basically who's trading synthetics? How many of you guys trade synthetics? Dion, hey JV, do you have time limits on synthetics like we have on forex? So actually no. Actually yes, the rules are still the same, but with synthetics, because they're not affected by things happening in the world, most of the time they respect my times, you know. But I'll be honest with you, Dion, there's been times where I traded this stuff in Asia where I enter 11 at night, wake up the next morning, and I'm deep in profit, you know. But you'll see, like, the more you trade synthetics, you'll realize that it is on the riv, it's about the order flow. There's no fundamentals, there's no shit like that. Basically, it's purely you versus price. That's the cool thing about it. Okay, I'm downloading us a playlist, and then hopefully we can load some music in the background. So jump index just heading towards those highs. I don't really trust this. I don't really trust it. I would say the only place I can trust it for further sells would be around this area. So nothing yet, guys, nothing yet. I like V75. It's looking good. It's looking good. Okay. Oh. Sorry, I just want to get a cable quickly so I can copy this to the PC, and then we can potentially get some vibes in here. Okay, so seems like I need to go through a whole process now here first before I can actually get it started. So I just wanna, okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. This better not be slow now. Okay. Okay, so I like what I see so far. Asian high still untested. So the fact, so usually what happens is, because remember, look how slow this moves. So most likely that happened is this buy stops above this level. Most likely there's going to be stop losses over here. So many people would want to wait for that to happen under the. And now we have that liquidity. Basically they would do this, which is still a reasonable stop loss for these pairs. Slash, I highly recommend. Okay, so Slash, my advice would be, if you're gonna trade synthetics and you haven't traded them yet, first do it in the demo account. Get used to each pair, see their lot sizes, see what their pip value is. So when you trade real, you don't get surprised in the moment. You see, you did, but you burned your fingers. Let's get some rolls. Yeah, Dion. Oh yeah, also speaking of that, guys, okay, I will have to, okay, let me see quickly. We will need some wrenches here. We will eventually need some wrenches. But okay, I'm not gonna do it now. I'm still very overwhelmed with everything happening. But definitely, we need some wrenches here. I can see already at least there's gonna be some trolls basically over here. Markets are choppy today. Lucky to have come out with a 1 to 2 on US30. Mark, as long as you come up profitable, my man, and you followed your rules, that's a W in my book. Jeff, I made it. Almost thought you had 16 tabs open there. Elevate properties. I actually do have a lot of tabs open here because we can't save our analysis. If we close a tab, the analysis will be gone. Then we have to start from scratch again. So that's also why you don't see me posting before and afters of my analysis basically on these pairs, because yeah. So I can't take jump either. We might have to look for something else. Still waiting here. Can't even set alerts on yet. That's how much it sucks. This is why I really hope that over time they will really improve their platform. Jevo, dink jy ek sal met $5 op die rif iets kan doen? You see, I don't know, I don't want to sell people the idea that, oh, if you put in a small amount, you can make a lot of money on the riv. But I mean, I flipped a $7 account to $120 this week on the riv. And yeah, so you definitely can, but you have to now be considerate that $5, what are you going to trade? That $5, your account might just become the stop loss. Now all good slash all good. You can load some cash in there, and then when we have a setup eventually, we can look to catch some setups. Let me quickly take this cable back voor my vrou my skel. As I say, it's kind of phone charging. Okay, I see our file has downloaded. So now let's see if we can actually get some sound in here. Okay, so now that we've loaded the file,
Five minutes, shit. It even took God 7 days to make the heaven and earth. Don't explain house music. You won't explain house music. You can't explain house music. Live house music.
I don't know. I don't know how to play music on Streamlabs. I have no idea. Unless. Sorry, I'm still learning how to do this. quickly see something. Quickly let me know on your guys' side. Mo, that's I actually was it playing first fanatics? Was the music playing? Z. Yeah, nee, bro. I need wheels, bro. So funny enough, when we moved in here, we obviously spent a lot of money, and we couldn't afford like couches immediately. So we actually bought like these small little beach chairs, eh?
House
Music playing. You guys can hear it, so the sound is good.
What is house music?
How's the voiceover?
Those people in the
The
studio want
sound.
to give me 5 minutes to explain house music.
Okay.
5 minutes, shit. It even took God 7 days to make the heaven and earth. Don't explain house music. You won't explain house music. You can't explain house music. You live house music.
Okay, I think that should be fine, right? Beetje harder, beetje zachter.
You cry house music.
Let me know. Let me know. Sorry guys, I'm still learning. Like I said, we have the settings for Streamlabs now, and yeah.
You got 5 minutes? You got a lifetime to listen.
You get to see from this side.
That's house music.
I just hope you're hearing the same thing that's playing, eh? Okay, I'm gonna. Let me see. But yeah, to get back to your questions here, basically. Well, Mo, so leave the stream running the whole night, get my watch hours in. I'm gonna try and stream as long as I can every day, so we can get those watch hours in, and then yeah, but we'll get there. We'll get there. And like I said, guys, if you guys haven't shared the stream as yet, please do share it with your fellow traders and so forth. I would really appreciate it. No, Ruben, I'm still at the office. I've just been going through some shit the past 2 days. So yesterday I wanted to go in, and something happened yesterday morning. And I was concerned about it, so I went to the doctor. And then this morning, I was like, oh, like fuck, everything fine. And then basically, yeah. So I'm going back tomorrow. I was honestly sitting and I was like, why is this happening now? But then also I told myself I'm not gonna let this get this. I'm not gonna let it get to me. And instead of me just sitting at home today doing nothing, let me do something about it. Let me start setting things into place. So only difference is tomorrow I'll be streaming from the office, and then Saturday again from home, Sunday from home, Monday from the office, and then we're just gonna see. Welcome, Dustin. Welcome. Brett, what do you mean the track is gone now, though? Ridwan, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How you doing? How are you doing? Still waiting here on these pairs. Yeah, guys, don't think that anything happened at the office. Don't think that anything happened like that. It's still all love. between myself and Chris and Keegan and Volt. Yeah, I'm still there. And Kobile, yes, I'll be streaming full time now. Oh, I get what you guys mean. It's gone now. The sound's gone. That's really odd, man. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me see quickly. That's weird. Let me quickly see something. Let me know if there's anything playing. I'll figure it out tomorrow so that we can at least have some sound. Vinci, welcome, man, welcome. Ridwan, the broker for synthetics is the Riv. I'm not affiliated with them, so you can just go to their website and then go check them out. Vinci, so actually I must actually figure that out, who's the mods, and actually give you guys your ranges. But yo, if you were here in the beginning, you'd have seen that it was a story to actually get it to get it going. But other than that, ek leer maar soos ek gaan. Yeah, nee, Brett, for now it's only me and me. There is a few guys who are asked to stream with me, but unfortunately the guys feel like it's pressure to stay in front of people, which is completely fine. Each to their own. But yeah, eventually, even if I have to do it myself, it's still fine. I must say the only thing that I will feel maybe is different is the fact that maybe I don't have anyone to talk to next to me, you know. So yeah, sometimes I might be quiet. You guys mustn't think that I'm moody or anything like that. But yeah. Okay, there is it. Okay. But now it's weird because now you guys have music and I don't have music. So I don't know. Ek weet nie hoe gaan dit werk nie. The only one not being able to jam, yeah. But I think I can play my own in my own background, and then it's the same track. We'll just it just won't be synced the same. No, all good, Vince. I completely understand. That. Ek sê nie geskim vir dit nie, but no, it's all good, man. I have a few people in mind who must be ranges. Most likely will be some of you guys from the 2G's channel. So yeah. Let's see what is happening now. Okay, V75 heading towards those highs. Let's see what we can get when price gets there. Jump index just reacting from that level. Crash looks like it's gonna start giving us something. I see crash 500, boom. Okay, I think we can move to boom 1000 here and see what's happening there. Oh, guys. I'm seeing something here. I'm seeing something juicy here. Ooh. So just a disclaimer as well. None of this here is financial advice. None of you are being forced to take any of my trades, and just a heads up. Sometimes I will have to take 2 entries to get the right entry. Because like I said with the spikes, we can't tell exactly when they're going to happen. So sometimes they would spike a bit higher as well to basically pick up more liquidity. But like for instance over here, that is a point I'll be looking out for. And definitely Asian lows untested. Guys, I'm gonna go for a little short here on boom 1000. 20 pips stop. Oh damn. Okay, so I took that position right over here. Very risky entry. Like I said, if that zone doesn't hold, this is our next point of interest. And with that said, very simple. You can either go for this level over here. So this is where I'll take my first level of profit. And then TP1 is going to be all the way at these lows. And the reason is also very simple why I'm taking it. If you look at boom for instance, as we know, after huge spikes, price will drop. So notice this massive spikes to the upside. Just compare it to the past. Whenever there's massive movements, there's price movements down. So it's either price will have to do something like this. So just for example, where price will pull back, where we go break even and stop us out, or alternatively we'll have price run. So for instance, if you look at this over here, imbalance, 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 imbalance. So with that said, a bullish market like this has to basically be corrected, which means they have to come test some sort of demand zone on their way down if they want to continue going up. So initially, if they are bullish, we're trading a pullback, but we obviously keep on holding and pulling our stops into profit, and then we basically see from there. And if you did take this, please manage your risk properly, because remember, the speed does not respect your stop loss. So for instance, if they spike through the stop loss, they will stop. Your stop loss will only be stopped out over here at this level basically. Yeah, no, Brett, but the chances of it running there all the way is, I wouldn't say slim, but like for instance myself, I would cut my positions until I have like 10% of my current position running over here at this point. And let's say for instance now, let's make an example quickly. Just give me a second. Hello.
Hey James, you still live?
Yeah.
Alright. Trying to get on your voice moving, man. But you told me you struck a good stuff.
Nah, definitely. Well, thank you for the help earlier, man. Appreciate it. No, the thing is, man, I obviously thought it's much more simple than that. Are we? Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'll call later. So initially, that was Mo checking up on me. Aww. But basically, what I would do is, for instance, depending on how far I run, so that right there, that's 100 pips. That's 100 pips. So if I get to this point, I'll take some cash off, expect a retracement. I'll even in this position take off like 70, 80, 90% of my position and hold that one position in, so that when this retracement comes, let's say for instance price forms a supply zone over here, then I would add another position there, taking it the same way I took this trade over here, and then I would do the exact same process, run like 100 pips, have price break structure, new supply basically, I would then leave this position in as well as that position until I basically can run the entire move where these small little lots, for instance, add up to like one lot, you know. And eventually, and also obviously as you go along, you're taking profits. You're just taking profits. I don't know. So that's the thing. We don't know when a candle like this is gonna appear. So my reasoning from this now is, when these candles start appearing, they shouldn't be strong. They should become weaker. So you also look at the size of the candles. 1, 2, 3 strong pushes, very psychological, out of the zone. Then look at the size of the candles, and now they basically are slowing down in momentum, and we're also in a supply zone. So for instance, here's the other thing also about trading crash and boom. You will wait so long for price to basically drop. For instance, you'll have price, you'll have a steady move with price doing this, moving into profit, and then suddenly you have a boom, and then you have price slowly move, and then suddenly you have a boom. So that's the only thing about it's the same. But if you look at the time wise, it's the same as trading other pair. It's just how they move these pairs, how they move the pairs is psychological, which gets to people. So for instance, like on this, so more or less over here. Go break even. So that's the thing. When you when you trade these pairs, your whole job is to just be in the position and try and get break even as soon as possible to take advantage of crash and boom. That's literally what I do. And then once we have a closure below this level, change of character. Once we have a closure here, we will basically move our stop 10 pips into our stop. We will minimize by 50%. See what I mean? I don't want bigger candles than that. The candle shouldn't be big now when they start flipping. The candles must start showing me rejection. So, welcome my man, welcome. Jason, awesome, lovely man. My biggest win so far on synthetics, yo Brett, it's hard to say, because it's hard to say, to be honest. I've mainly focused on payouts and just focused on the process from there. But I would definitely say like $300, $400 trades, my biggest. So if we can just see price push down, would be ideal. Kajita, yo, my man, yeah, I'm not gonna choke your name, but the minimum deposit on the Riv basically is $10, but the minimum you can start putting into your account is $1. So, but obviously you don't want to be, you don't want to have the idea of flipping accounts. You wanna go in there with the right mindset, basically. We'll do, definitely we'll do. I'm probably gonna sit and figure that out tonight with the mods. I don't want to overwhelm myself with so much happening right now at the moment. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, just give me 1 minute max. Just need to sort out Wi-Fi quickly. I'll go check up on her if she's okay. You know, there was a time when I tried trading the spike on on boom and crash. I failed miserably. The only thing that works for me is trading the slow move. It also goes back to what I was taught: the fast move in forex is fake. But how was your day, guys? What did you guys trade today? Did you guys catch anything? I'm actually gonna, there is a way you can set, let me actually do it. So I can actually set alerts on the, that's the only way you can set alerts is if you have the, you download the platform and then you basically link your phone to your PC, then you set alerts on the PC, so when price comes to your zones, basically you can receive the alerts. $50 likes on the first stream, not bad, not bad. Thank you guys, man. It really means a lot to me. It really means a lot to me. If you can just get to 1,000 subscribers, then let's do this. Let's do this. Remember, guys, you guys can capitalize on this now if you want to. There's 2 streams, ne? Where Chris, there's basically 2 streams now, or 3 streams. There's Miles, there's me, there's Chris, and Keegan, the 2 Gs. killed gold in NYSE with the 2 Gs. Okay, gold 75 pips. Nice, beautiful, beautiful. Did you guys buy or sell? Did you guys buy or sell? But yeah, like I was saying, so Chris does giveaways. I think Miles also does giveaways now and then. And there's Karen as well who does giveaways. So get us to 1,000 subscribers, then I will speak to Chris to give me 3 10K accounts, and then I'll give 3 accounts to you guys in the chat, and then I will also personally do something for you guys. Maybe like, because the thing is, I want to start creating merch. I want to get hoodies and caps and stuff made, but I don't want to say that now, like, and say, oh, I'm gonna give you Faro Market stuff, because then it's so like, I'm punting myself, you know. But either then I'll also like add in something free, like either a crash course for someone, a boot camp or something like that, you know, so that we can make things happen. You guys buy? Nice. Okay. Yeah, Pretty's putting in the double work there, a double shift. Now I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. So actually, just want to see price close. It's pity, man. I can't close this thing. Exactly 20. Okay. So once price can close below this level, and then we will basically move our stop. Then we will move our stop here to manage the trade. So let's see if we can start managing this position before we go break even. So then the plan initially with that is breakthrough. So if they do retrace, they shouldn't break above this level. They shouldn't break above this level. So then this shouldn't act as supply with this as fair value to then push price down for us to go break even. Okay, I will sort this out later so that we can have alerts next time we come live. I haven't traded in 3 weeks, but as soon as we missed your stream, I had to hop on. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. But I've been planning this for a long time. It is kind of scary as well, but you know, discomfort is where the best growth basically takes place. I saw Ed was here as well. Ed, are you still here? I'm not sure if I actually greeted you. Man, she didn't think I was an asshole for doing that. Okay, so boom, 300 leaving us. I don't trust the stop wick here, man. But if this is something we executed, oh, we would have been up like, you would have been up almost 100 pips now. Exactly. Very well said, Breed. Very well said. Nice US30. Let's have a look at it. But we're not gonna trade, yeah. Sure. US30. The only way I could take it this is a zone you could look at. It lines up with the R2. I want to see it push a bit more up before looking for sells, purely because Asian lows is untested. Nasdaq. I was gonna say now, new all-time highs, yo. Okay, so same thing over here. Asian lows is untested. Weekly pivot. Price tapping into that fair value gap. Also sweeping this liquidity over here. So NAS was a short for the session. So this is something you really should have gotten into. It could still be potential, yeah. Maybe at that point you could look for shorts. Not even, it won't be something you can hold for a long time, purely because of how the structure looks. It looks heavily like it's about to flip bullish on this pair, so I was gonna cover the high and go for the pivot. If you maybe want to take it a bit further, maybe you can target this low over here, then it's 2.5 at least. Okay, now I think we can still go. We can still go till 5:30. Just need to run to the shops with electricity. Okay, so there we have that closure below that level, that change of character. So I'm gonna pull my stop down 10 pips to that point just to minimize that risk. Oh, this pattern looks familiar. This pattern looks very familiar. Soil, that's the only thing we can do. There's a saying that goes, if you pretend to be oh yeah, here's a saying that, so here's the thing that always kept me towards my integrity, and so that I never fell victim to like the stuff that brokers offered me and stuff like that, which is people pretend so much to be someone they're not that they eventually forget who they truly are, and in that loss of identity eventually puts them in a spot where yeah. Curtis, what do you mean exactly how the streams are gonna work? What do you mean exactly? So here's the next roadblock. So we'll see what happens when price gets to this point. This is why we'll go break even at this level. This is so we've been in it for 30 minutes. So 30 more minutes and we should be at break even, and then we can end the stream there, and then we'll just keep in touch on Discord. And speaking of that, if you guys have not yet joined our Discord server, check the chat. Here's the link right over here. Make sure to join. I'll be sending some setups over there as well. I have to bounce. See you tomorrow, Jeff. All good. Yeah, will be every day, Curtis, every day. If I don't stream, I'll just update my story, and if I'm busy, but I'll always update you guys on what's gonna happen. You guys will never have to wonder, gaan Jevin vandag streamen? Is there anyone here who plays Fortnite? Anyone here who plays Fortnite? I've been working on my skills. I would love to have a different stream layout, but looking at it, it's also like this is so clean. You guys can see my entire screen. But we'll see if we keep it. We'll obviously make changes in the future. There's still a different thumbnail coming, different banner for the channel coming. This thumbnail I made today, I literally cooked it up together within like half an hour. Because I was like, I'm not gonna let life bring me down. I'm gonna do this. Doesn't matter what obstacles I face, I'm not gonna let it get me down. This is the only thing, guys, when you trade these pairs. You have to be patient. You have to be patient. There's another pair here called the Riv. Not a pair. The Riv is the broker. But there's a pair. Damn it, man. But no, man, I can't do that. Otherwise, we're gonna have to go through a whole mission now again with the Streamlabs thing. But range break, basically, range break is a pair that it basically spikes. That thing will consolidate. It can consolidate for hours. For hours it will consolidate and then suddenly it will spike. It will spike like 30, 40, 100 pips. You know. So like you have to be very patient when it comes to trading these pairs. Nah, guys, we're doing good for today, man. I really appreciate it. We almost had 200 views for the stream. First one. That's good, man. That's good. I can't wait till we reach 1,000 subscribers. There's so many other things I wanna do for you guys and share with you guys, but I don't wanna jinx it. So when the time comes, I will definitely release that information. Beautiful trade. We had 0 drawdown. Let's just see if we can go break even on this thing. We called this on boom 300 as well. We missed it. Don't tell us this thing is gonna leave without us. Can we just get some W's there in the chat for this trade that I took? Can we just get some W's there in the chat for that 0 drawdown? Up. We're already up on this trade. 28 pips. Quick 28 pips. Risk was 20 pips, so we're up 1 to 1, almost a 1.5. So yeah, man, we are getting there. Or W. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. There's many more coming. There's many more setups like these coming in the near distant future. See, or maybe up until quarter to 6. We'll see. Okay, I see we have some action there on other boom pair as well. Where's our other boom pair? Aha, boom 500, boom 500. But I would love to see them spike a bit more, and then we take that one as well. Well, then I'll take that one as well. And as I mentioned, I am already deep in the blues on this one. My entry was more or less around this level. So this is more or less where I sold. So literally, that's what I told you guys. To hold the trade, you take your partials, wait for the retracement, look for more. Just trade. If it gets stopped out, it gets stopped out. I just look for another entry. I'm fighting with this thing, yo. See what I mean there, guys. Based on the movement that was created.
So every morning I'm up because I can't let him down.
Based on the movement that was created on the spare, the volume, and now look when the spikes start occurring, like you can see that they're struggling. So only once price starts hitting these demand zones, I want to see volume basically come in for those retracements, and then basically become this thing of supply and demand between the players. But let's wait and see. I think actually we're gonna have to call it at 8:30, because like I said, have to go to the shops with Wi-Fi, and I still have to record for our members. So before I go, let me just plug myself here real quick. So guys, like I said, free Discord, the link is in the chat. I'll just drop it here one more time. Join our server. I'll be sharing a lot of things that over the next few days and next few weeks. And then if you guys need mentorship, hit me up. We actually released a new program this week. So to give you a breakdown, like I said, guys, let me just figure this out, and then once I can start moving screens around and stuff like that, I will show you guys exactly what to expect when you sign up with us. But initially, you get a book PDF, you get a course. Currently there is 190 pages worth of knowledge. That's only section 1 and half of section 3. It's still section 3 must come out, section 4. So we'll be going deep into market manipulation, market structure, supply and demand, liquidity, entries, strategies, everything you can think of. Everything you've asked yourself a question about the market, I'm going to basically answer that in my course. And the idea with this is it's a lot of information, but to equip you with a lot of information, so that doesn't matter what happens in the market, you will never be lost and be like, oh, the market stopped me out, but I don't understand why. I feel like for myself as an individual, I always want to understand why something happens, and that's the exact reason why I released this new course. So yeah guys, we are up almost. We're now up 32 pips, waiting for that 40 pip mark so that we can go break even, and then basically get these jams going. Ooh. Okay, so within the next 5 minutes we should be going break even. Let's see. Let us see. So our other players are doing. Oh, look at V75 just leaving there without us. Once again, we call the sells. Just wanted to see, well, I called the sells. Just wanted to see it come a bit more up before it actually drops. Nasdaq still holding on to that zone. What's US30 doing? US30 looks like it's heading towards those highs that we refer to. Okay, so boom, trading back up. Boom 500, we're gonna keep an eye on this. We want to see price sweep this high. So this is gonna be a no-no. Gonna set it out. I'm not gonna force it at that's also the other thing. There's certain times also you must know what and what not to do when it comes to these synthetics. Nice reaction there from Crash. Nice reaction. These pairs, what I love about them, like they move so nice and slow, so it actually gives you time to get in on them. Once again guys, like I can't thank you guys enough for the support and for the likes, the views. It really means a lot. And like I've mentioned, if you haven't joined the Discord as yet, the link is in the chat. And then also please share the channel with your fellow traders. Tomorrow 3 o'clock same time we'll be going live, as well as tomorrow morning at 9. It all depends on the setup tomorrow morning. I just hope that I can get it all set up in time. I'll try going to the office earlier and then getting that sorted out. So we'll see what basically happens. And then, like we also mentioned, mentorship. If you guys want to learn how to use my strategy and how to trade synthetic indices, hit me up and learn how to catch trades like this. Okay, so I see boomed again, but not in that zone as yet. Yeah, I could sell from here, but I don't trust it, man. I don't trust it because I want to see that one spike come through. I don't want to get in and then I get stopped out and I was enter again just because I was a bit impatient, you know. You have to be disciplined. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go break even. Make us go break even. So in fact, guys, the candle's about to close in 3, 2, 1. Candle has closed and I'm going break even on that trade. So I went break even right over there. So let's see now. Jeff, love what you did to the places. Darknet Mark. Levi, thank you, man. Appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Yeah, man. That was a beautiful trade for us for the session. One shot, one kill. I wish I was I was as good as Fortnite as I'm good as trading, but unfortunately there I can't even aim. But yeah guys, it's 5:30. We went break even. I'll be ending the stream here for now. And it was beautiful, man. First day, we had some problems in the beginning, but yeah, we did it, man. Thank you once again, really appreciate it. And chat, you guys must have a beautiful evening. Be disciplined, don't force anything, don't do anything I wouldn't do. And then, yeah, like I mentioned, Discord link in the chat. We just have a spike. Look at that. You see what I mean? Look at that. We are in risk free. Let's see what's gonna happen on this trade. Either we hit a break even or we're gonna be eating liquor on this pair. So let's see what we can get. I'll see you guys tomorrow.